The Metro East Sports Podcast is proudly presented by Little Caesars, famous for its hot and ready pizza and delicious crazy bread. Little Caesars has been named Best Value in America for the past 12 years. Little Caesars products are made with quality ingredients like fresh, never frozen mozzarella and Munster cheese and sauce made from fresh-packed, vine-ripened California crushed tomatoes. Treat your family to some delicious Little Caesars pizza in Alton, Glen Carbon, Troy, Collinsville, Shiloh, or Granite City today.
Get ready for the award-winning #1 sports podcast on our side of the river. It's time for the Metro East Sports Podcast.
From the front office Wealth Strategy Studio in beautiful, cold Edwardsville, welcome to the Metro East Sports Podcast, talking all things sports in the Metro East, season number 6, show number 44, recorded Monday, December 29th, 2025, just a couple days from 2026. I am David Leip, and tonight's show features a whole bunch of outstanding, stellar, amazing college athletes, and then we're going to talk high school basketball with Kevin Paulo for KP's Corner at the end of the show because Coach KP is coaching tonight, but we're going to talk SIUE women's basketball. The Cougars are 8-4, 1-1 in the conference, and they're being led by two freshmen, Lauren Miller and Kiyoko Proctor. Both young women have been on the show before, but they couldn't stay away because they love it so much, so they're back. Guest number 2, from Lindenwood and Triad High School, Jake Radazovich is back. I'm good at saying his last name. Jake is back from Lindenwood. Guest number 3, the 14-0 SWIC women's basketball team is going to be represented in the studio. Back again, Kelby Zupan from Civic Memorial. You know her? Did you play against her from CM? Remember her?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Sophia Hoffman and Layla Pierce, all from the Blue Storm of SWIC. Undefeated. They scored 144 points. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
144 points.
That's pretty crazy.
In their last game. That's crazy. All right. And then we're going to talk high school hoops with KP. Before I get to the guests, I want to thank partners Cassens, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Keller Williams Marquee, the Blasting Game Group, Integrity Spine and Joint Center, Front Office, Fiduciary Network, Oakbrook Golf Club, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning, and Played Against Sports, Edwardsville, and Dazzling Decor and more. And don't forget, 3 things you can do to help the podcast. Number 1, subscribe. It's free and you love it. Number 2, follow us in all of our social media platforms on X, Facebook, the Gram, and YouTube. And number 3, if you have a story idea, send me an email. Send it to mespdave@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can nominate your favorite team for the Integrity Spine and Joint Center Metro East Team of the Month. Could be a Park and Rec team, could be a middle school team, a high school team. You get to decide to nominate a team for Team of the Month. Send your suggestion to mespdave@gmail.com. Please put Team of the Month in the subject line. Okay. Lauren Miller, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
From Camp Point.
Yep.
And how do I get to Camp Point again?
Do
I go north, south, east, or west from here? From the Metro East?
You're going to go north and then pretty much as west as you can get.
Okay. So
right on the
Greenfield, Greene County, is that? No, wait. Who's the team?
Go through Carrollton.
Right.
Whitehall.
Calhoun?
Yes. No, not Calhoun.
Okay.
Near the area, but pretty much bypass Jacksonville.
Okay.
Meridosha.
Very good.
You hit Mount Sterling.
Mount Sterling.
Yes.
That was okay.
Small school.
Oh, good. Welcome back. Good to see you again. We're going to
Thank
talk all about your incredible freshman season and Kiyoko Proctor.
Hi.
Good to see you again, Kiyoko.
You too.
Feeling great?
Yep.
And everybody knows you because you're from Alton, right here in the Metro East.
Yep.
Okay, good to see you, ladies. First of all, first question, how's college life?
It's going well. I mean, we're on a little bit of a break now from, the classes and everything, so it's a little bit of a change just kind of being here and all about basketball and not having that other side of it, but I won't complain too much about that.
How about you?
I agree. It's good. Yeah, since the break, no class like that, so just been chilling. But, came back, basketball practice, I think that's our main focus right now.
The team is 8-4, 1-1 in the conference. How do you feel about your basketball game right now?
I think we had a really good non-conference, which feels good going into conference, but I think coach has stressed a lot that conference is really where it matters, and I think, again, that's where everybody's focus is at, so really just taking it game by game. We got a busy schedule coming up, so just making sure we're locked in at every practice and each game.
Yeah, I just got off the phone with Coach a few minutes ago, and that's what she said. It's the conference, it's the league that really matters. It's the other part is almost like preseason that gets you ready for it. Kiyoko, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Yeah, like kind of what Lauren said, basically, like, we had a lot of non-conference games, we won and stuff like that, but, it's come to the point, where it's conference and stuff. I think we really have to prepare for that, teams we're going to play because they're really good, so.
When I talked to Coach Sam a few minutes ago, I said, what do you want to say about these girls? They're leading the team in points. You're both tied literally with 163 points. Did you know that?
No.
Okay. You both have 163 points, literally tied. Lauren, 5'10", an inside presence. Kiyoko, 5'6" point guard, more of a three-point threat, literally running the ball up and down the court. But what she said was that you guys came in ready as freshmen. Mm-hmm. That you came in ready for these situations, that teams are also starting to change how they play you. But she says the way you carry yourselves, both of you girls have tremendous maturity. Is that the way you feel? Do you feel tremendously mature?
I guess so. I don't know. I think I just kind of just came in and just like, show what I can do and just like, basically just saying like I deserve to be here and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think I was really fortunate in high school. I had a really good coach, and just the way my parents kind of raised me, I feel like I've always just had that kind of like maturity, just kind of calm-headed presence, I guess. And so I feel like that's helped me just in the past, just coming in. I didn't feel like I changed myself or prepared different. I was just kind of, ourselves, and that's just how we are, I feel like.
I think it matters a lot to you. I think basketball is at the core of your identity. Your family, kids, you love your families, you love school and all that stuff, but I think basketball is at the center of who you are. Fair statement?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's been that way for a long time.
Yeah.
And so that's what I see, and that's what I've sensed in the conversations that I've had with you. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to allow yourselves to be distracted. Okay. Instead of asking you to describe yourself, I want you to describe Lauren. Kiyoko,
okay.
You're first. Describe Lauren.
I'll say very aggressive, I think, getting downhill, especially like, and just be able to create her own space. I think she's really good at that, and just be able to get her own shot off. So I think just a lot of times we need a bucket, I feel like Lauren can just go get it for us. And then also, I think you're a really good shooter, Lauren. So
thanks,
yeah.
Key.
I pretty much it. I think she's just overall a really good player, shares the ball, gets teammates involved, and yeah.
How about off the court?
Off the court, I love Lauren off the court. She's so nice. Yeah.
Okay. Kiyoko. Describe Kiyoko on the court as a basketball player, Lauren.
I think Kiyoko just brings a really calm, steady presence. Whenever she's on the floor, now I can always look for her to kind of what she said, just get a bucket, contribute all the time. I think she's just a really good floor general, and just being able to create for herself but create for other people. I feel like she has a really good IQ. Just surveying their floor is really good for her.
Well, I watched you play in person. I was at a game this year against Northern. Not your finest game as a team. It was a tough one. It was a tough loss. Tough loss for you guys. But I would describe Lauren as tough inside and very mature, like Coach Sam said. I was surprised when I remembered that you were a freshman. I thought, wow, that girl plays with a lot of maturity. And Kiyoko, I'd seen you play in high school, so I kind of knew what to expect. But I was surprised at how much you were flying around. I mean, you were always like flying around, and I felt like you were having to pick yourself up off the ground a lot. I feel like you were playing a very physical brand of basketball. Does it feel more physical now than it was in high school?
Yeah, I definitely say it feels definitely more physical, and girls we play against are like way stronger. So I think just coming out there and just basically saying I can hang with them, I think just having that mentality is good. So.
But you girls are leading the team, as I said, in points, and you're doing a lot of great things on the court, but you have some outstanding leaders on that team that are established. Who are those girls, and what have they done for you this year?
It's Macy, Jaden, Bacola, and Cyan. And just having, people, order you on the team and being able to have that leadership, I think is great because, you can just go to them and just get any advice. And I think they always, pick up the team and just give us confidence like when we're down, and they're just great people overall, even like on and off the court.
Yeah, I'd say they're just great teammates first, but they've been in college for longer, so they also bring experience to the table, which they're willing to share with us, which means a lot. And just especially coming in as freshmen, just really including us, right away. And I think that's really nice about college, how close you get and just the family, best friend atmosphere feels really nice.
I think you do get a little bit closer in college because you are with each other more than you are in high school. In high school, you're with girls after school for a few hours and then maybe socially, but in college you live with those girls.
Yeah.
Everybody wants, to win and is there for basketball, which I think is different in high school because, especially coming from a small school, like if you were semi-athletic, like you're playing a sport. So I think just in college, the level and we push each other. I feel like that's where we've grown so much. Is just everybody wants to be competitive and help each other out.
What has surprised you about college life, college ball, any of the above?
I think just kind of like you said, like coming from high school and stuff like that, you're in school with them and stuff like that, and you don't really get to see them as much, but I think like here you just like you're always around your teammates, and I think it kind of made like our bond like really closer, and just being around them is just very fun. So
I feel like the balance is really hard, especially coming in as a freshman, just not really knowing how to handle that right away. I feel like we both did, like all the freshmen did a really good job or have continued to do a good job, but just balancing like school, getting in extra stuff, making time to call, text family. You kind of, like especially during school, you kind of just live out of the locker room. Like you just have these little pockets of your day and you kind of just go through your schedule and see when you can do this, when you can get your school done, when you need to get like recovery. And so, yeah, I'd say balance.
What are you studying?
Exercise science.
I don't know right now, but I'm thinking art, so graphic art and designs.
Coach Sam. Describe Coach Sam.
I think she's very passionate about what she does. Very talkative. Love her a lot. And, you just can tell like she really cares. Just like even like on and off the court, she really cares about you, and she just wants the best for you. And a really confident person, and she believes in you. So whenever you think like you're down or anything, like she got you.
She's energetic.
Yeah.
She's all over the place. I've seen her in action several times now as a coach, and she is due for baby number 5 any day now. Yeah. Next Friday is her due date. Have you seen any change in her? I mean, I just asked her, I said, Sam, this has got to be tough. She's like, yeah, I'm planning on getting back there as soon as I can.
I mean, honestly, this might sound bad, but sometimes I forget she's pregnant just because, like, she hasn't changed at all.
Right.
The way she coaches us, the energy she brings to practice, the stuff outside of practice, if we need to text her or come into her office or something, has not changed, I don't think. And that's really cool to see just from a player standpoint. Just, she wants to be there and kind of makes you want to show up.
It's tough.
The same.
Yeah. Don't you? I mean, I just have so much respect for the toughness that takes, because it's tough. It's a very difficult thing to do. All right. What are your dreams? What are the things that you dream about when you work? Because I think every athlete dreams about something when she's working? You know, when you're in that weight room, you're thinking, like, okay, why am I doing this? This is not fun. Because I have these dreams. What are your dreams?
I mean, dreams overall, like, even though it's a team goal, it's like a personal goal is to, you know, make the OVC championship and just be really successful. And I think personally just that drives me to just want to contribute the most I can and be effective when I'm on the floor. So whatever that takes, just wanting to be a presence and help my team out as best I can.
Yeah, I agree. Basically, just winning the OVC, I think that's what everyone wants to do on the team. I think that's really everybody's, you know, dream, you know, to do, especially like the seniors on the team. And I think, you know, we all trust each other and we all in each other to do that, you know, try to achieve that big goal that we want to.
How will you make this happen? You got the dreams. You want to win the OVC, kind of like what Coach Baroni did with the boys.
Yeah.
You know, it was a far-fetched dream for some people. Then I think he would probably tell you Rayshawn played a huge role in that.
Yeah.
Do you find inspiration in that? Do you see parallels in that story?
Yeah, I'd say we're the underdogs. I would say just whatever the poll says or people say, you know. So I feel like that can kind of give you some extra motivation. But, yeah, I feel like this community shows up a lot for us. So I know they show up a lot just supporting the games, you know, whether it's fans, financially, whatever it is, you know. And so just to be able to kind of think about them and who you're kind of playing for rather just besides your teammates, your coaches, it feels really nice to be able to give back to them in a way. And I feel like, you know, winning and giving them something to watch is how you do that.
Yeah.
And because you're local, you're within 2 hours, and you're obviously right here. This is your backyard. I feel like you have your groups of fans that show up to watch you play.
Yeah.
Is that fun for you?
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of support. You know, I kind of figure, you know, when I get to college, I'm going to have a lot of support. You know, a lot of my friends and family come. They're able to make the game. So it's a really good thing, you know, being close to home. And because, you know, anytime I ever need anything, I just call my dad, you know, can you bring me this or whatever? But it's, you know, it's really good. And, you know, it's really fun to have, you know, that big of a support system, you know, coming to your games and stuff.
All right, ladies, any shout outs before you get out of here?
No, I don't think so.
Shout out to your dad for bringing you all this stuff.
Yeah.
What's he bringing you?
Well,
Food.
today, yeah, food. My mom really brings me food, and today he brought me a heating pad. So
Nice, good.
Shout out Mom and Dad. I call them every day. So
All right, that's good. All right, Lauren Miller, Kiyoko Proctor, Cougars freshman, having amazing years. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you out there at the Vidal Bean Center very soon.
thank you.